you will witness the promotion of Senior Master Sergeant Reuben to the rank of Chief Master Sergeant. The rank of Chief Master Sergeant was created by Congress as part of the Career Compensation Act of 1958 and is a direct byproduct of the explosion in technology that took place during and immediately following World War II. The services found a need for enlisted personnel with advanced technical qualifications who were assuming responsibilities of authority. The Air Force promoted the first Chief Master Sergeants effective 1 December 1959. Throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to stand or be seated at the appropriate times. We are honored to have with us as our presiding official for today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Tom Funk, Commander 152nd Maintenance Group. We are extremely honored to have Sergeant Tejas' wife, Julie, share in this occasion. Sergeant Tejas would also like to welcome our special guests. Chief Master Sergeant Mike Drisdale, State Command Chief, Colonel Eric Wade, Commander, 152nd Airlift Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Mark Prezina, 152nd Airlift Wing Command Chief, and all other commanders, chiefs, and retirees. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party, followed by the invocation given by Chaplain Crandall. At ease.
When I was talking to soon-to-be Chief Master Sergeant here, I said it just a few minutes ago, I said, how long have you been serving? He said, 31 years. I said, man, aren't you getting close to retirement? He said, no, I got 3 more years, at least 3 more. I said, do you want us to start chanting 3 more years? 3. His wife said, no, I wish you wouldn't. I wish you'd go ahead and chant 1 more. 1 more year. I don't know, Colonel Funk, how you're going to deal with that. We'll work with the situation we have. But it's my honor to offer a prayer for you, sir, and it's a privilege to be able to pray for someone who's been a rock and who has demonstrated humility to this organization. I think your plaque over there says it best, always humble. And to be there for your airmen like you have been, and the perseverance that you've shown, and just your care for people, your genuine care for people is worthy of honor today as you are promoted. So would you join me in a word of prayer, please? Dear gracious God, thank you for this man who has given his life to serve our country and to serve in this unit, for the experiences that he's had in different places, from maintenance to CE and helping to coordinate with the MAFS mission. But thank you most of all that today we get to care for someone who has cared for others throughout his journey with the Air National Guard. Thank you that those he supervises are proud of him. He's respected by those that he supervises. Thank you for his work ethic. And thank you that he has served as indirectly a mentor for many, and for someone who actually really truly does care about those that he takes care of. So today I pray this would be a special time. Please bless him, bless Julie, his wife, and their 2 children. And I pray that the next days of his journey, the 3 more years at least, would be some of the best days of his journey. Put your hand upon him. Continue to use him as an example, as a leader, and as a person who truly cares about the airmen that he supervises. Thank you for this honor today. Please bless him in a special way. We pray this in your holy name. Amen. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Chaplain Crandall. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the presiding official of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Funk.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. It's always an absolute privilege to be able to promote any of my folks in the maintenance organization, but to be able to promote Chief Master Sergeant, and in this case, Sergeant Tejas, the Chief Master Sergeant, is a true honor. One thing that's always noticeable when you're the lone person standing up on stage, and not say lone, but is the folks that are in the room as we sit here. And certainly the maintenance organization is a large one, but outside of that, the number of additional folks that we've got in the room speak volumes for what this organization thinks about you, and the number of lives that you've impacted over the course of your journey up to this point. Julie, we can't thank you enough for being here. and for being part of his journey the whole way, because I know, as everyone in here, and a lot of times I'll speak to it, we don't become who we are in the organization without the support of family and friends. And so for you and Nico and Reese, Reuben is always thinking and speaking fondly of you guys, and that lets him be focused on the mission when he's here, wherever he goes. Reuben joined us joined the Air Force in 1988 as an age mechanic at Beale Air Force Base, which, if anybody knows him, that's the perfect place for him to at least start his career back in the day, because back then and today, he still loves tinkering on Jeeps or any other mechanical thing he can get his hands on. So what a great starting point to a long career. Ultimately, he Palace chased to us in '93, which was a great gain for the Nevada Air National Guard. Over the course of his career, and I will butcher the timing of everything, but I wanted you guys to recognize that. So he was an age. He was a Power Pro mechanic when we still had PIFs, which was a photo processing information set of essentially boxes that people worked out of. He did that. He was age for us. He became the base CE production controller, and among other items, and then of course ISO docs, you name it, and most recently the EMF chief. In CE is when I really got to know him, where I was kind of developing as an officer and having more impact and more requirements outside of just my little organization. And so I really got to know Reuben when he was over in CE. But the follow-ons, he has continued to be one of those sources of strength and knowledge for me as a maintenance commander, maintenance officer, and then commander, having him there. One thing that I found really interesting, and Reuben is one of the, I don't know if you want to call it kind-hearted, mellow, approachable. I talked to several members over the years, but even now, as you're getting ready to be promoted, and they talk about, Sergeant Tejas or Reuben was one of my best supervisors, and people stick around as a result of what you've done. It doesn't matter all the things and all the benefits that we get as a result of being guardsmen. The thing that keeps people here are their peers and their supervisors. So that by itself is huge. But what was interesting to me, Tejas is from the Latin tellus, which is land or earth. And so to be as down to earth as you are, I mean, I don't know how they line the two up, but it's really extraordinary. And it's just an interesting tie. And that's where you're, not only are you down to earth, but you keep us grounded and to make sure that we are moving forward as an organization. So not only post-congratulations for your role as the CMF chief, but congratulations today as we get ready to promote you to a rank that you most certainly deserve. So, thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Funk. Would Sergeant Tejas please come forward and join Lieutenant Colonel Funk? Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Lieutenant Colonel Funk promotes Sergeant Tejas to the rank of Chief Master Sergeant.
Close the order.
Attention to orders. Special Order AE 31, dated 4 May 2019. The Adjutant General of Nevada has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Senior Master Sergeant Reuben T. Tejas. In view of the special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Sergeant Tejas is promoted to the grade of Chief Master Sergeant, effective 4 May 2019. At ease. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Funk. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Would Julie and Ryan McKnight please come forward for the placing of the insignia? Please stand. Lieutenant Colonel Funk will now administer the reaffirmation of oath of enlistment.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Reuben Tejas,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Nevada
and the state of Nevada
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders
and I will obey the orders
of the President of the United States
of the President of the United States
and the Governor of Nevada,
and the Governor of Nevada,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to law and regulation.
according to law and regulation.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Funk. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Chief Master Sergeant Wainscoat will now come forward to make a special presentation on behalf of the Chiefs Group.
How you doing? Good. Good turn one yet? Yeah. Okay, here's your promotion point. Congratulations on becoming Chief Counsel, or your first two performance scoring points to hand out as you see fit. So congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief Wainscoat. Chief Master Sergeant Hunt will now come forward to make another special presentation on behalf of the Chiefs Group.
I want to present you with this pink chief shirt as a reminder of humility as you move forward in your career as a Chief Master Sergeant. Don't forget that quality. You're going to do a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief Hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time, Chief Master Sergeant Reuben Tejas.
Wow, I thought maybe this would drag on just a little bit longer for my part.
Sorry, I talked fast.
Thank you, Colonel Manson, for showing up. Colonel Clark, appreciate it. Colonel Meacham, appreciate it. Thank you.
Colonel Waits in the
in
back.
here somewhere. Thank you, sir, for showing up. Appreciate it. Man, I'm truly humbled and honored to be up here right now. This is it's actually kind of crazy, huh? I'd like to just thank pretty much all the leadership that I've ever had in my whole career, to prep me, to mentor me, to guide me, and to get to this point right here, right now. And just like Colonel Funk. Also, hey, I forgot to thank Sergeant Harold, Sergeant Taft, apologize, Sergeant Funk.
There you go.
You promoted him.
Following this, we'll get the motion ceremony.
3 more years.
But so, just as Colonel Funk had said, I have worked in a few different organizations around the space, and I feel that I've made some pretty good relationships with a lot of the individuals around here, and I want to continue working on those relationships. I think that as a wing, that's what we need to continue doing what we do so good out here, is work on relationships between all the groups out here. And I think that'd be, so we can move forward and do the awesome things that we do. So I also want to thank all my peers, give that little bit of competitive edge to just strive to do just a little bit better. Thank you very much for that. So I think really, mostly, pretty importantly, is all the individuals that actually come to me for guidance, for mentorship. I think that's pretty important. And Colonel Funk had said it. I want that to continue. I want people to continue to come to me. Hopefully, I'm giving the right guidance. Hopefully, I'm giving the right mentorship. But really, that's want to continue doing that. So anyway, I am truly.
Don't forget to thank your wife.
So you know what? I got a story. Man.
I need gum jewelry.
So when I put senior on, standing in the line, was congratulating me, and Sergeant Brandt walked up and said, "Hey, you forgot to thank your wife." 2 times in a row now. Man, I'm in trouble. So, thank you, Julie. She's pretty much been with me pretty much my entire military career, minus a few years. But, unfortunately, my children couldn't be here. They both had to work. Who works on Saturdays? And so, in saying that, being that neither one of my children could be here to help pin my straps on for me, I asked Ryan McKnight. He's one of our student flighters. I thought it'd be a pretty good deal for a student fighter to get the punch chief right before he goes off to do which he didn't, but that's fine. I just feel it's important. I think it's important for everybody to see what we do here. So anyway, yeah. So one more thing. Sorry. So I will be at Senga tonight, this afternoon, but also after Senga, 8 o'clock tonight. We'll be at Patty and Irene's to see one of our local bands. 2 of the members of the band are from aircraft maintenance, Robert Parker and Tanner. And my son is a third. So if everybody's invited, please show up and support these guys. They're really, really good. So anyway, I am really, truly humbled and grateful and honored to be standing up here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Taylor. Or you can stand.
Oh, I'm supposed to sit down.
The men and women of the United States Air Force and the Air National Guard are proud of Chief Master Sergeant Tejas and look forward to working with him as he takes on new challenges. Lieutenant Colonel Funk invites everyone to join him in congratulating Chief Tejas and his wife through a receiving line. Also, please join Chief Tejas and his wife for light refreshments at 16:30 at Senga. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending and have a wonderful day.